what some may see as an ugly mess of lines could be so much more if we open our minds. Join me on my journey if you have a big heart. Come on, let's go, it's the art of the chart.
Breaking news, Bitcoin is fucking dying. So as part of our special edition, breaking news here at BLOCKTV on the death of Bitcoin, not really, but on the Bitcoin crash, we're going to take a look at one of these popular charts. By the way, hey, how's it going? I'm Zachy Hennessey. This is Art of the Chart, brought to you by BLOCKTV. And what we do here, we take these charts and we find the beauty in them, Anybody can look at a chart and say, oh, it's going up, oh, it's going down. But can somebody look at a chart and say, oh, I found a fucking cat? It looks like a melting pile of pancakes? I don't think so. So that's what we're working on today. We're stretching those muscles. And right now we're looking at Bitcoin. So join me, won't you? As you can see here, this is the daily chart, September 24th to 25th. Boy, oh man, O'Malley, it ain't looking good. Huh? So we started around 9.5, went down to like 8K, and now we're at like 8.5. But I ain't here to tell you why that is or where it's going to go from there. I'm just here to draw, baby. So let's take a look at the first thing you always want to do with one of these is you want to give it a trace. And I know I'm all over the damn place right now. I'm giving you all kinds of information. You're probably overwhelmed, but I'm trying to just whelm you. So if you want to join along and draw with me and show me what you're kind of feeling for this chart, then you can tweet at me, at the Sonic Wombat or at BLOCKTV News, and give it a taste. So the first thing we're going to do here is kind of sketch out our outline situation. And I had kind of an idea for this specific chart. It kind of gave me a vibe, so I'm just going to kind of go for it. And we'll see kind of what happens from there. So what I was thinking is, people always talk about, oh, Bitcoin, wow, it's tremendous, it's this amazing thing, but nobody ever talks about the forces behind Bitcoin in a legitimate way. They're always talking about, oh, the market interest, supply, demand, whatever. But I wanna bring out, a little bit of a fabled character that nobody's really talking about anymore, or seemingly ever, and that is Father Bitcoin. So Father Bitcoin, he's this guy, some might call him a god, a deity, he's around, and he's the guy who decides what Bitcoin's worth. So what happened? What the dang old darn, occurred to make Bitcoin go, like, why is Father Bitcoin letting us down, is the question that I would have to ask. And the answer, as you can see right here, he's sleeping. He's just asleep. That's a sleeping man's head. That's his ear. That's a terrible ear. We're going to do that again. Whoa, whoa. And then we kind of give it like one of those. So Father Bitcoin, maybe he fell, maybe he knocked his head too hard, and he just kind of, he fell over, and now he's just kind of like, he's sleeping. So we're going to kind of embody that today with our art. So we'll give him kind of like an arm that comes up like this. Oh, like that. And we'll kind of erase. Oh, it's a big ass eraser. We're going to kind of erase this. That's for a little bit of perspective. Okay, I didn't go to art school, but I know a thing or two. So that's one of his arms. His other arm's probably up here. We'll have it come down even over the draping over the big tumnus of this boy. And so yeah, basically, people try to sell you snake oil, saying, oh, the Bitcoin crash, it was caused by who and how and this and that. But in reality, your boy Zachy is bringing it to you, spitting straight truth. Nah, it's Father Bitcoin, and he's sleeping. So this is his big ass navel, which is kind of a key feature of him in the lore, and maybe he's got some wrinkles kind of situation. Got a little tushy. Whoa. And that's kind of like the core outline. So we're gonna block in some color, and then maybe we'll return, add some details here in a second. But let's one thing at a time, as I always say. I don't always say that, but we'll do one thing at a time anyway. So here we go. And I'm noticing now that white on this lighter skin tone, it's not like a great combo. So we're going to do one of two things to solve that. We're either going to darken the skin or darken the outline. I'm feeling like, you know, we could darken the skin. I don't mind. So maybe we'll do that here in a second. But first we'll block it in. And then with the magic of Photoshop brought to us by Adobe's, we're not sponsored by the way, but brought to you by Adobe, we're gonna be able to change that color. So anyway, yeah, we block in this color, Bambo, Bingo, Bongo. And then we don't want to forget his little diabetic arm. It's kind of hanging off to the side, unused and withered. And then also his feet that get cold because of, he's got poor circulation. Poor circulation to the old tootsies. That's what gets you. You know, some people say it's old age. Nah, it's because you ain't got no blood in your feet no more. So anyways, we're gonna darken the skin tone. Let's try like that. And then we're gonna come over here to the magical paint tool. Bam! All right, that's him now. That's kind of his vibe that he's giving off. One thing that we can do is get a little darker, and then we're going to come back and do a little detailing. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do, but that's fine. Yeah, we can give a little bit of the titty shadow, right? That's a popular feature nowadays. Lots of people like that. We give a little shadow behind the ear. Look at this. This is incredible. This isn't the kind of content you get when you go and see freaking CoinDesk saying, "Oh, look at this technical analysis." Yeah, but how many CoinDesk people are drawing Father Bitcoin? Let me ask you that. Okay. So, and if you would like to submit fan fiction, fan art of Father Christmas yourself, Father Christmas, who the hell is that? Father Bitcoin himself. Go ahead and do it. And remember to tweet at me. Add Zachy Hennessey. One more thing that we're going to do is, because he's an older kind of fellow, he does have these kind of varicose veins situation on the tumness, here on the tum, and a little bit of the pink ones as well. We'll make it a little bit more opaque. Go with the skin tone. And that's just kind of to make him look extra like a disgusting old man, because that's kind of the vibe that he's trying to give off. And that's kind of where I'm at situated with the whole Bitcoin situation, man. People are saying maybe he's drooling a little. I don't like that. He's not drooling. He's a clean boy. And that's Father Christmas. He's not dead. And the way that we're going to signify that, and I know that if you look at the background, bring up the background for a second. If you look at the background, you'll see this. I got a sleeping bear up there, and he's got the Z's. I know I'm doing a lot of sleep. Maybe I just haven't been sleeping enough. Okay? I don't know. I can't tell you that. These are the mysteries of the friggin' universe that I can't solve for you. You gotta, you know, do your own research. We'll hit you with a couple Z's. He's just a big, sleeping naked man. And that is what we got. So anyways, the point of this, Editor-in-Chief Ron Friedman, he's like, hey, why don't you take one of these charts and show them that there's beauty even in loss. And I think that, you know, Father Bitcoin embodies nothing if not the fucking beauty that is possible in this world. Because, you know, he is the kind of beauty where, you know, it lets you appreciate all the other beauty in the world. It's like Bob Ross said, you know, if you weren't for the bad times, you wouldn't know when the good times are coming. That's a paraphrase. If it weren't for Father Bitcoin and his disgusting moldy body, you wouldn't know when you're looking at a good thing, you know, until he's gone out of your eyesight. And then you're like, okay, well, it looks great. So we're going to hit you with a Zachy down here, bingo bongo. And what do you know? There you have it. That's Bitcoin as of today, dude. It's like, it's rough, you know? Father Bitcoin is sleeping, but as soon as he stands up, you know, let me tell you, he's a tall man. So we got that to look forward to. It's just a question of, you know, whether or not he's asleep or if he thumped his head and he's got a concussion and he's definitely going to die. But you know, we'll have to wait and see, and hold out hope against hope that he manages to get up. I did realize just now, I did add to the canon that he was definitely trying to get into the bathtub, and he did slip, and that's why he's naked. See, you draw it, and then you have to come up with the lore behind it. Anyways, that's Father Bitcoin, Dunzo. And for more news on the friggin', that's you. For more news on the friggin' the Bitcoin crash and the market crash as a whole, keep it locked on BLOCKTV. But for now, this is what I leave you with. Happy painting and happy analyzing. Bye.